Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you, or rather we are going to learn together how to push code from your code resource in replit file from there to your GitHub account. Yeah, so I'll be telling you step-by-step method. So let's get started without wasting much time. And let's start by creating a Python file in replit. I'm using replit. You could use anything else, but replit is the best for having a cloud editor for coding. Okay, so this method that I'm showing doesn't hold only for Python, for any other language. I've been doing this same for all the languages. Okay, so I create a Python file and I write a single line of code in main.py file. The easiest code to write and the simplest is print, the print method or the print command. So print whatever you want to say, because this is for demo sake, so I'm just writing, I'll learn how to push the code from your code resource or from replit to GitHub, something like that, how to push code. So since it's for demo, I'm not writing too many lines of code. So after writing this, what you need to do next, it's very simple. I'll be showing you a very easy layman's method for absolute code newbies. This is not for code experts or GitHub experts. This is for those who've never attempted doing this in GitHub. And make sure that you have an account in GitHub, and make sure that your GitHub account is open when you're doing this. Okay, so this is printed already when I run the code. And so now the next step to be done is I go to the tools of my replit. Yeah, and in the tools, I press the Git button. So you can see the Git button like a fork here. It's very easy to recognize that. I just press on that, and then I find this version control for your REPL, create the initial commit. Yeah, so this is for creating the initial commit. So I just need to click there, commit. Okay, then I go here, I find here the repository, the GitHub button here, just open that, and then I find I find a field here for writing the repository name and the repo description. So mind you, repository is not yet created in GitHub. I'm doing it here from replit. So I write whatever name I like. Here I write like push code repo. That's up to you depending on the file that you're doing and the repo that you're creating. And then you can write a simple, you can write a simple description like here I'm saying demo, and then I create a public repo. I click on privacy, public or private, I click public, and then I click on the button, create repository on GitHub. Yes, so it's showing creating the repository, and at the end it will also show you that it's created. So now you can go and open up your GitHub account. You'll find that the repository is already created. Yeah, so I'm doing this on my Android. So sorry, you'll be seeing my cat most of the time because she's on my wallpaper. Okay, so I just go and open my GitHub account. And I click on repositories just to check if it's created already. And let's see, there you go, it's there, push code. It's already created, but it's empty, mind you. The code is not yet pushed because you have to do something more on replit in order to create. Now here you find push an existing repository from the command line. And then there's this 3-line of code, git remote and origin, https, github, blah, blah, git branch, main, git push, origin main. Yeah, so you can easily, no need to learn it off by heart or Google or whatever. It's all given by your friendly GitHub team. So all you need to do is copy the stuff and make use of it. Nicely copy this and paste it in the terminal of your replit. Yeah, the code terminal of replit. So I'm showing you how to get that done. So after copying that, you can copy it line by line among the 3 lines. Sometimes I do that. Or if that's not possible, you can just copy the whole 3 lines, all the 3 lines simultaneously, and then come back to your replit file and find the terminal. Okay, let me open it. Okay, I open up. It takes a bit of time. I'm using the Replit app on my Android phone, but usually when I do for heavy lifting of code, I use my laptop. So this is a simple one-line code, so I'm using the app on my phone. Okay, since this is for demo, I hope it's okay. So now I find under the tools, I keep on scrolling downwards, and then I click on shell. Yeah, so when I click on shell, I get to the terminal of the replit, the code terminal rather, sorry. So I then kind of, whatever I copied there, I paste it here. Now I had only copied 1 line of code, so it's, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, so it's up to you. So this time I decided to again go back and copy all the 3 lines of code. So you can like experiment and see which one works. Sometimes GitHub can give you some error messages while you're doing this, so you have to be patient. Yeah. So push an existing repo from the command line. Under that 3 lines of code are written. So those are the 3 lines of code which I mentioned earlier that you need to copy. Remember that. And then I come back here and find my replit file and paste the entire thing in the terminal of the replit. Okay, let's get there. Okay, go and open the terminal once more. So this is quite simpler, much simpler than using your other lines of code, like you have to Google and find out what code to use to write in your terminal and stuff like that. So it's GitHub is already provided, so it's much easier. Okay, I again go and click on shell. That will lead me to the terminal here, and all I need to do is just paste those 3 lines of code that I found on GitHub, which is already mentioned, which is used for pushing the code. So go and push it here, paste it there. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, it was not copied well. Okay, you have to click on the copy button which is there. Okay. Sorry about that, it didn't get copied last time. So I'll be doing a whole series of GitHub tutorials for code newbies. So if you're interested to keep learning on GitHub tools and lessons, do smash that subscribe button and notification bell so that you don't miss out on any single tutorial. Okay, so let's come here. Okay, come back to the Python file and the terminal by clicking the shell button from the tools and paste the entire command there. Sorry, it's not showing on the screen, but it's right after multiplier. Okay, and then I go and paste it over here. Okay. So this you will find the term. There you go. Pass GitHub credentials. Yes. So just click there and then click return. Click return also. Do not forget. Okay. Now what you'll see here when you go back and see the magic in your GitHub account. Okay. Let's find our repository, your repositories. Okay, here you go. Let's check view code. Click on view code and see if the code has been transferred or pushed. There you go. All the files and folders have been transferred, or rather pushed, from your original replit file code source, from the original code source to your repository. And it also helped you to make and create your repository right from the terminal in replit. So that's great. So now I'm also making a readme. Then just commit the changes. So this looks like a typical, your well-needed repository has been created, all from the terminal itself, and without even needing to remember the code.